Hey everybody, One of Weezem here. We are back for part 71 of our Skylanders Swap Force introductions. This one's going to be Series 2 Jet-Vac, aka Turbo Jet-Vac. It's Tuesday, April 8th, about 3:36 in the morning. I am a big Jet-Vac fan. I know a lot of people weren't too fond of him, didn't think he was that cool of a character. Obviously, lots of love went out to Pop Fizz, Hot Dog, Fright Rider. Several characters were more popular. Me personally, Jet-Vac is awesome. I like the fact he was totally unique. It was something we hadn't seen in the game before. I like the aesthetics of him, his look, his voice, his actions. Just a really neat character in my personal opinion. So we've got Firebone Hot Dog here on the Portal of Power. We're going to pull him. And again, this will be the very first time TJV has been on the portal. I really like the black and the blue schematic. That's one of my favorite color combinations. He just looks really, really cool here. He's got the same great, kind of functional hose and canister thing going on. So I'll quit rambling and actually put him on the portal. And we're going to back out of here and get to see his introduction. Reimagined Blue. We finally took care of an accolade here. So, obviously, he's looking up at us too, just like a hot dog there. That's kind of a cool feature. Note he's got, the vac blaster going on, and it's just solo. But if you look at the artwork right above his stats and level and coin counter, that's the turbo version, and that's what we're gonna go for. But to do that, we've got to introduce him. So we're gonna come in here and let's actually turn him around. He looks wicked cool in this. Again, I don't know when the black and blue kicks in. It might be like some suit or something, but looks really good just like this. Jump mechanism.
Woohoo!
Could have done something different given what he is, but I mean, I guess that makes sense that he doesn't have the wings. He kind of sacrificed.
Woohoo!
But very nice, very cool character. Let's go ahead, come in here. We're gonna go to collection. Cycle to Spyro's head, 153 overall, 18 in the air element. So we're gonna click that tab. He should be way over here. Here's Jet-Vac Light Core. There's Legendary Jet-Vac. Okay, so I haven't put Jet-Vac on either. So I guess some of the characters actually never made it from the pool table over here. I noticed that with Firebone Hot. I had Molten Hot Dog, but I didn't have Standard Hot Dog. So I'll have to get that taken care of. That'll kind of bump this up a little. That said, here's Turbo Jet-Vac. He's Series 2. His slogan, Hawk and Awe. There is that hyphen in there. People sometimes say, hey, you misspelled it. You put a dash in there. No, it's actually supposed to be like that. Just a couple of them have that hyphen in there and complicate things for everyone. But very cool pose here. I am excited beyond belief to see what this artwork's going to be. So let's check it out now. Pretty cool. I was thinking it might have been like more, geared towards the WoW pal, but that's a very aggressive pose there, down to earth, down to business. Jet-Vac slogan, Hawk and Awe. Jet-Vac was the greatest, most daring flying ace in all of Wyndham. He was given his magical wings when he was young, as was the tradition for all Sky Barons. But when his homeland was raided, he chose to sacrifice his wings to a young mother so she could fly her children to safety. This act of nobility caught the attention of Master Eon, who sought out the young Sky Baron and presented him with a gift, a powerful vacuum device that would allow him to soar through the skies once again. Jet-Vac accepted the gift with gratitude and now daringly fights evil alongside the other Skylanders. So, nice little background story there. Again, personal sacrifice for the benefit of others. Kind of gives you an idea of his character. Note right there, the belt buckle in the middle, he's kind of got the air element medallion. Gonna back out of here, come to Skylander, go to stats.
Oh, the sky's the limit!
Really great shot there. Again, that blue and the silver has definitely been enhanced by Vicarious Visions here for this one. Max health 240, speed 50. He actually seems slower than that, just like Hot Dog, and a couple others I've mentioned recently. But it is statistically at 50. Armor, very nice at 30. Critical hit would be 4. Box stock, I've got that charm. Elemental power would be 25 with that plus 63. We're sitting at 88. We'll back out of here. We're going to go to quests. Get this generic stuff done first. Bad Guy Basher. Defeat 1,000 enemies. Eat 15 fruits. 10 PvP. Don't take damage. Reach level 20. Fully max out. If you're not a Jet-Vac fan, give the guy a shot. Go ahead and play as him. Get that cash you need. Upgrade him. And then go in and play with those upgrades. And as not only with Jet-Vac, but with any Skylander you feel that way about, fully upgrade them. Give them a shot. Chances are you will like them or at least appreciate them. Coming down here, Elementalist, 7,500 bonus damage. Now the two big air-specific ones. Geronimo, you can take care of this one really easily here. Just go up top, fall into Haldor's fountain, if you will. Or you can do it, I think, in Chapter 1, actually, I believe, just right off the bat, pretty much. So kind of pick your poison there. It's easier just to do it here in Woodborough. Sky Looter, again, you can take care of that really fast, particularly, again, just in Woodborough. Collect 500 gold in midair. Personal quest for Jet-Vac. I've been wanting to see if this was still the bird one or not. It's not. Bird Cleaner. Travel 5,000 feet while flying. That shouldn't be too difficult. Again, you're probably going to get his flight ability, make use of that. In Giants, he actually had to catch birds with his Vac Blaster. I thought that was kind of cool. I noticed there weren't near as many birds in this game, and I kind of wondered what they would do there. Now I know. So that's one of the things I had debated throwing him on the portal. It was really kind of, making me anxious not knowing. Back out of there, we want to go 2 upgrades now. What he has box stock is the Vac Blaster. Press Y to shoot enemies with a powerful blast of air. Next up, we have the Suction Gun. Hold A to suck enemies into spinning fan blades. Kind of a nice 1-2 punch there. You can either blast them with air, kind of Popthorn-esque that we saw come around this time, or you can pull them towards you, and do damage that way. Something I like to do is initially pull them in and then start shooting them. Works well. Confuses people. First up, for the base upgrades, we have Feistier Fan. Bigger spinning fan blades on the Suction Gun do increased damage to enemies. Next up, Jet-Vac Jetpack. Press X to take flight, press Y while flying to shoot blasts of air. And of course, this is tertiary. That's where you pick up the ability to fly, and then it's instantly augmented with an attack to go with it. Vac Blaster 9,000. Vac Blaster does increase damage, but all my prices, by the way, with all wing sapphires accounted for. Turbine Suction Fan. It is fun, but it's a suction fan. Suction gun attacks do even more increased damage. Again, solid numbers would be nice maybe in the future, but fear not. One of Wisdom and his blog posts have got you covered. When I upgrade this guy, just take that link at the top of the video description with Jet-Vac and all the others, and you'll see a numerical breakdown for every statistical hit. Coming in here, he's got 2 upgrade paths. The top one is called Bird Blaster, and then the bottom is Vac Packeteer. Both have their perks. Piercing Winds is up first. Vac Blaster does more increased damage and pierces multiple enemies. Next up, we got Vac Master Blaster 20x. Vac Blaster does maximum damage. Follow that up with Super Suction Air Blaster. Suck up enemies with a suction gun to give the Vac Blaster super shots. Now, kind of the cool thing here on the bottom side when you've got the Vac Packeteer is tank reserves. Think along the lines of Gilgrunt and his Water Weaver path, if you will. You can remain in flight longer and recharge faster. That alone kind of makes it worth it, particularly if you're a big fan of flying. Coming over here, the Molter. Suction gun attacks do maximum damage. So top maxes out the Vac Blaster, bottom maxes out your suction gun. Right here, the corkscrew, flying corkscrew that is. While flying, press A to blast forward and perform a powerful corkscrew attack. Coming over here, his Soul Gem. This is kind of Slam Bam-esque, if you will, with the super cool shades. Eagle Air Battle Gear. Jet-Vac gets an enhanced resistance and a pretty sweet visor. So that's love it or hate it. I mean, you kind of want the perks of it. So, but I know some people actually abstain from things like this. They don't like the shades on Slam Bam, etc., and they'll skip it. But to each their own. Now you're saying, okay, I realize you're talking up Jet-Vac here. I got him in Giants in the starter pack, and then I bought Legendary. I've even got Light Core. I've got 3 Jet-Vacs. I don't need to get him again. His pose is neat, but I can live without it. That's fine and dandy, but the reason outside of the collection aspects of things you would want to get him is the Wow Pow. This is brand new for Jet-Vac, just like Firebone Hot Dog. His Wow Pow is called Shoot the Breeze. Hold Y to charge the Vac Blaster, then release to release a giant tornado. So apparently I'm guessing that's where the turbo comes in. That's the first time we've actually seen it. So I don't know if when you buy this it automatically turns to the dual barrels, or if it's only when it's charged. It would actually kind of be cool if you purchased it and you maintain that appearance and then like augmented all of your powers. For the suction gun and the Vac Blaster probably doesn't do that, but even like a slight bump like 4 to 6, standard and critical would have been kind of cool. Nonetheless, release a gigantic tornado. You can never go wrong. When you're playing a video game and you can spawn tornadoes, you're in for a good time. Even if it doesn't do much damage, it's going to probably be pretty cool. And Swap Force, since the characters like enemies can be thrown up in the air, might be pretty unique there as well. But that's something I am definitely excited to get. It looks like it's kind of weird because he doesn't have the visor on in that picture, and he also looks like really old. He doesn't have like the standard like fairing. We'll have to kind of monitor that. And then of course if the gun's going to stay the double barrel, once you buy the Wow Pow, if like right here, you would have the double barrel, or if it's standard and appears when charged. But we'll back out of there, back out of here, come back to the ruins. What we want to do now is take a look at the Vac Blaster. 27, 18, fires off about at the rate of a fireball. 18 to 27 is basically what you're going to expect. The suction gun, 7. You can just hold it down by the way. I saw it pretty good. I think it was at an 11. Anyway, let's play around with the sheep here. We shoot him. Is that all it's going to do? Anyway, you can rotate 360, which is pretty awesome. And then you spawn off the 18 to 27. I think that's 7 to 11. So secondary attack 7 to 11, and primary attack 18 to 27. He seems fairly quicker to me now. I think what threw me off was the springtime trigger happy. That plus 12 from the springtime hack kind of slows everything down. That said, I am extremely excited to see how he upgrades, kind of monitor everything in terms of the aesthetics of it all. So we'll go ahead and pause it here. And I believe that is everything. We covered the quest, we covered the upgrades, we got the bio in, took a look at the stats, and that's really all there is to do here. So again, I know a lot of you aren't fans of Turbo Jet-Vac or Jet-Vac in general. I am, so I'm pretty stoked about this. And I suppose now, with the intro number 71, sure like me finding some freaky in-game variant, or Jade Firecrack and Kickoff Countdown, one of those guys showing up. Next one we do, at least standard anyway, should be Doomstone, which is of course my most anticipated Skylanders Swap Force character. Kind of get tormented like that, but I don't know. I've had high hopes for him. Obviously, the Earth element I'm a big fan of. Initially, the ones that appealed to me just off the top of my head. Obviously, Night Shift seemed interesting. Boomjet in particular. And then, of course, Doomstone kind of stood out to me. So, had to wait for him. Hopefully, Punk Shock was pretty awesome. We just introduced her tonight, so hopefully Doomstone delivers on that delay and makes it worth our wait. But nonetheless, I've got these characters introduced. I've got everybody almost to upgrade outside of a small few, and that'll be what I do next. I'll get these edited and uploaded for you as quick as I can. While that's going down, I will probably be recording some upgrades, documenting stats, things of that nature. But as always, thanks for watching. Make sure to check out the blog oneofwisdom.com. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Again, thanks for watching. It is almost 4 in the morning. I'm going to call it a night. Hopefully you are asleep right now. And if not, hopefully you're playing Skylanders. So I'll leave it at that. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you back here next time.